What's up? You guys ready to get to it? Big bar 22. Nothing on 22. So let's see what 23 brings. Now, something we got to keep an eye on here as the day progresses is going to be this guy. No, we've been seeing this all week. Not going to get me today. That might be a thing. So we got to keep an eye out on that. We'll see if the Bulls can bring this on back. Maybe 2 or 3 consecutive bull bodies. I'd get long above the 20 EMA on that. If the Bears can break us down through and convince me beneath the wick low of 3, we've also got it going. So what's up, guys? Welcome. Pharaoh Friday is in full effect. We'll be doing some giveaways here in a little while. Apex account. And we'll see what's up. All right. All right, Bulls. Let's take this thing back into the big old range. Now, for me at least, when I've got like a 200-point trading range, rather than actually trading the range, especially a sideways range like this, right? That gets really tough. It gets harder to manage risk. It's really tough to trade a really, really wide full day range using reversion strategies, because what ends up happening more often than not is you end up with too tempting of stop hunts. So you guys have noticed that when the range gets really wide, I end up looking for stop hunts, especially like a big full day trading range like this. Does that make sense? Because you end up with mature, developed high of days, low of days, and then you get continuation inside of the range because it's so damn wide. Here it's, what, 200 points? Now, in like a tighter, like 40, 60, 80, 100 point, 120 point soft bull channel, for example, well, yeah, then I'm going to buy bear closes in the lower third and also look for continuation the more aggressive that channel gets. This is all very simple once you understand kind of the nuance. Once you kind of know what you're looking for, again, RAM is not complicated. It just takes some screen time to get used to, and then you're off to the races. All right, 22 seconds out. All right, there's the open of 24. Let's see what we get. All right, 24. See what you got. All right, ATR right now is 36, which is, that's pretty average. You know, not great on the ATR, but I'm not going to complain when it's above 35, man. All right, bulls. Now, again, I'm not against taking two consecutive bars, 23, and then enter on the close of 24. If 24 can pop, I would really need to see it close clean above the wick high of ideally 20. Start getting above the open of 18. That starts to be a pretty big bar for the ATR. It's more than double the size of the ATR at that point. Oh, is it? No, not quite. Let's see how 24 here closes up. 25 might be a more interesting story if the bulls can keep this moving. Stu Big Dog! That's right! That's right! If you have not seen, Apex has $6 activation fees. Now, granted, they're 60% off instead of 70, 80, 90. But that's the difference, right? If you have a high probability of passing the evals, you end up cheaper on a lot of the accounts, all in, with a $6 activation fee. So, something to think about, especially if you're passing evals at a reasonable rate, and especially if you're going for the bigger accounts. Then it makes a whole lot of sense to hit that up right now. But you guys know my outlook on this at this point. If you're waiting around for a month or two to buy your evals at 90% off because you're being a cheap ass, you're not going to get rich in this industry. Straight up. Straight up, they're too cheap. Man, I don't care if evals were $300 a piece. You guys are too sensitive to dollar amounts, some of you guys. Tough love time, baby. You're not gonna make $1 million trying to save $12. You know what I mean? All right, 25, what you got? There we go, 25. All right, let's get rid of this as soon as we possibly can here. We like that. What do you guys think? We're gonna get some follow through out of the market here today? Ooh, I love it. Man, you love the big winning weeks? You love the losing weeks? The worst week as a trader is a hell of a lot better than the best week. Doing whatever you're trying to get away from. That's the truth. All right, 210 out. Come on, Bears. Don't be a bunch of babies. I want to see follow through. Let's get a nice low close. And Whisker, you're fucking loving it, homeboy. 60 seconds. Come on, Bears. Let's get it done. Well, should we pop on over? Should we pop on over? Come on, Bears. All right. 18 seconds out. Copy trader. Engaged. That's not what I want, Bears. I'm going to get a stop limit sell ready, just in case the Bears decide to have a little bit of backbone here. Whole bunch of... All right, let's see what 26 brings. Does anybody currently have? One of you has got to have it. Any of you have the current from this week beta comparison between NQ and GC? Here's gold. GC. Does anybody have that? Drop it in the chat if you do. I haven't run it this week. I'm talking futures movement. Like dollars. It's always good to have that on hand to adjust your sizing if we do decide to trade gold. And absolutely nobody has it. You guys are like, what are you talking about, homeboy? We're gambling. Beta? What's a beta? All I know is 10 mini YOLO bets. Respect. This is the 20 EMA YOLO on a 5-minute chart. All right, 26. Let's do what you got. Yep. No, you know what they do? Pisses me off. You go to Costco and like Celsius and Alani, these brands, gets under my skin. You know what they do? They put them in packs of like, I don't know, 18 or 24 or something. And they mix 3 flavors. And Celsius, for example, will put kiwi guava, S-tier flavor. Orange, S-tier flavor. And then I have to buy with it, like 6 or 8 or whatever the hell the ratio is, cherry cola, or cola flavor. And I'm like, who the fuck drinks cola flavored Celsius? What's wrong with you? I'm not buying that. Like, match the flavors. By the way, have any of you guys noticed that, like, the most popular flavor in the last couple of years is cherry? I hate cherry flavored stuff. It's disgusting. So we always end up with a fridge, because we have to buy the packs that come with all of it. We end up with a fridge full of, like, 25 cherry flavored. And my wife's always like, no, I'll drink them. I'm like, all right, you'll drink them. It's fine. And then she's like, well, I don't really want that flavor. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to drink it. I hate that flavor. So then we end up with a fridge with like 30 cherry flavored drinks and no good drinks. And I'm pissed. Oh. Anyway, 27, what you got? 3 minutes, 40 seconds out. Oh, you guys are... Oh, you guys. Cherry. Ugh. Cherry tastes like... Everything cherry flavored, every drink that's cherry flavored tastes like I'm just pumping cherry syrup onto my tongue. It like, oh God. If you have taste buds over the age of 7, it's not good. Let's get this one started. Let's get some of you guys chatting, baby. I liked the fruit flavors. that are not like cherry. Because the cherry, man, it's like, it's not like real cherry flavor. It's like cherry slushy flavor. It's like, no. Now, you know what's good is real cherries. I like real cherries. Like, why doesn't anything cherry flavored taste like a cherry? It tastes like, yes, exactly. Thank you, guys. It tastes like cough syrup. Probably like 95 pounds. 25 on each side. Just hit that last week. That was crazy. Come on. 35 seconds out. All right, ATR about 35. Let's see who can put something together here. Oh, Whisker! You've been mouse buying? Like a child? Big dog, come on. You're not using hotkeys, man. You gotta be using them. Glad to have you aboard. Gotta be using hotkeys. Don't be fumbling with your mouse like a little kid. Come on, man. If your mouse has programming functionality, which mine does, I don't know, I guess the thing is like, I feel like my fingers aren't as reliable. I think I have kind of a big hand, so I feel like I'm gonna press something wrong. But on the hotkeys, every once in a while, does this happen to any of you guys? This doesn't happen often, but every once in a while, I have my fingers on the hotkeys ready, and my finger will twitch. and it'll press something. Probably happens a couple times a year. On the mouse, if I was just using the mouse, I imagine that probably happened a couple times a month. No, 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 no. Really small hands. Tiny. 90 seconds out. I'm on 28. You know, honestly, I mean, straight up, this, like, I'm looking at this, right? Yeah, I can make sense of that. Listen, hey, if 28 closes above the wick high of 27, I am going to go ahead and get the copy trader engaged. And I will actually sell that close with a limit order if we can get a little bit higher. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like it above the wick high of 27. Get up! Yep, I will sell that. Go ahead and risk the wick high of 24 and bring that guy down. ATR 34. Let's see what we get. See if the bears can fade that baby. There you go, bears. There you go, bears. All right, now being a range scalp for this one, I need better than half an ATR. So let's see if the bears can come in and actually fade it down to where I kind of need it. Oh, you bulls. All right, 250 left here on Big Bar. 29. Yeah, that's about it, folks. All right. Damn, bulls. Messing with me. All right, bulls got to take out that Wick High. Got to make him earn it. Wick High at 24. 60 seconds left here, by the way, on the bar. Let's see. Twenty seconds. We're getting damn close for an early management. I'm just gonna have to let it take it. Otherwise, I risk double fills. Yeah, I'd probably lose. Yeah, see that Wick High at 24. If I were gonna get long, I'd be waiting on bar 30 anyway. So there's nothing I can even do there. So I let it sit! And see if the bears can give us a Miracle on Wall Street style reversal here. Remember that trade? That trade was fun. All right, you got to take out the Wick High at 24, and they will. Man, in the money nice and quick. Getting killed. It's all right, moving on. First trade of the day, let's move on. Now what's interesting is here on bar 30, I might have to do something again anyway. If 30 can close nice and clean. No, it's really interesting out of the bulls here, right? I need to see that confidence continue. We got 3 minutes to do it to them. Let's see if they can here on bar 30. We need to see a clean close. HR 36. Two minutes. All right, bulls. All right. We better pop back over to the execution screen. I might have to do number 2 here immediately. Did you see that insecurity there out of the bulls? That's this week, you know? That bar right there. I mean, what the hell is that? Good Lord. All right, let's see what 31 brings us then. Well, I mean, we're either looking at backfilling the whole day's trading range, or we're looking at a big soft bear channel. Guess let's see what we get, huh? So in a little bit here, we're going to do some giveaways to celebrate Pharaoh Friday. At this rate, hopefully I win one. But we're going to give away some Apex accounts here in a little while. All right, 31. I don't hate that. All right, minute 25 out. What do you guys think? Can we get 31 here dumping? Dumping? Even if it can, you can just go ahead and make this argument then. The market is loving these little sideways ranges today. Well, I guess this week, this whole week. You know, I'm sure that there are some people who are excelling this week, but the trade-off there is then those same people probably were getting killed for, 3-4 months straight. But I will say, if you've been doing well for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 months, well, let's say last 2 to 3 to 4 months. The summer was a little different. And you're not doing so hot this week, I think that is okay. Because this week has been a big shift. Not shift, because that implies that it requires a change. This week has just been kind of insecure, we'll say. Yeah, see that close on 31. That's one of those bars where you look at it, you're like, well, I'm confused, because it could be a big sideways trading range. It could be part of a big, going all the way back to bar 14, soft bear channel. Or if you look at the wick low 25, this could be a soft bull channel. And when I look at that and I say, okay, well, if I'm confused, or I guess what I should say is if the market's confused, why would I not be? So we gotta wait on 32. All right, 32. See if 32 can get something moving to the downside here. Nico, I know your method is RAM. For context, do you look at anything else other than the 5-minute chart, like the 4-hour or the daily? At all times, I have pulled up the 5-minute, of course, a daily chart, a 2-minute, and a more zoomed out version of the 5-minute. And then I have a more zoomed in version of lately it's been the 2-minute. That's what I have pulled up. So, yes, just because I'm not constantly discussing the daily chart, which would be a fucking waste of time. Because it's worth maybe 15 seconds of commentary. Yeah, I have it pulled up. But I think these guys who are like, I want to have the 1 minute, the 3-minute, the 5-minute, the 15, the hourly, the 4-hour. And they're like, yeah, I'm looking at all of them. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're trading off like one. Don't try to get too fancy with it. Yes, I look at the daily, but I look at the daily for the sake of overall. Like, hey, what's the market been doing? Are we seeing more insecure trading ranges? Small bodies on the daily with big wicks, or at least moderate wicks? Or is the market more hardcore trending like we saw, back middle of November? Most of November, honestly, where it's a little less wicks and bigger bodies. That's the only thing I look at as far as the daily. And then, of course, you can trade RAM on a daily chart if you want to be more of a swing trader, which I don't think people realize. It doesn't matter what time frame you're on as long as there's enough data per bar, which of course a daily has. You're damn right. You're damn right, Austin. Now that low a day is the wick low at 25. That has existed for maybe 40 minutes. So it's a young level. It's not, an incredibly mature level. I'm still looking at it. The break of the wick low of 3 was, it was fine. Bull stepped in, took it right back into the range, which is not unexpected. But I don't need follow through. I just need a pop through, even if it's temporary. Well, I better get ready just in case. Just in case bar 33 decides to close beneath the wick low of 29. Just in case it does. Eight seconds. I'll get that ready. Nope. No cigar, no trade. So I wait on 34. All right, minute 45 out here. And the close of 34. The Bitcoin dumping this morning. All right, 34. Well, we should probably go ahead and pop over here. See if the bears can take this thing lower. I don't want to see a tiny little doji. Moderate bear body with a clean close here in the next 30 seconds would be tremendous. Well, I better go ahead and get ready. Just in case. Very low probability that we get that, huh? Oh, no. All right. 35. All right, don't go anywhere. We got giveaways coming here in a little bit. Back in a couple minutes. What's up? Welcome back. Oh, goodness, 36. Well, now as good a time as any. Let's, while we're waiting here for a trade to set up that I can take, let's give away an account. All right. So, first of all, if you win, I will be delivering it to you inside of the free Discord. If you're not in there yet, get in there so that if you win, we're not all waiting on you. Link is in the description. All right, what's at stake? A code that makes any size Apex evaluation account free. All right, should we give it away? Let's do it. You will have, here's how to enter. It'll be right here in the YouTube chat. It is, of course, free to enter. We're not doing some weirdo giveaway where you have to pay $2 to enter. It is free. You will have 60 seconds to enter as many times as your little thumbs will let you. Once I say go, how do you enter? You will tell me. Let's do this. It's Pharaoh Friday. I want to know how you guys rest up for Midas Monday. 60 seconds, unlimited entries. What are your weekend plans? Go! All right, 37. Let's see what you got. "30 seconds. That's it. Cut it. Cut it. Stop. All right. All right, let's pick our winner or winners here. Ready? You guys know how we do it around here, right? Let me make sure I'm there. Dr. Deeps! Football. Dr. Deeps is playing in the NFL this weekend. What's up, brother? You are the winner. Hit me up in the free Discord. Say what's up. Is Deeps. Give me my shit. And I will. Very good job. We got more coming. Don't you worry. But in the meantime, we got to watch 37 here. There he is. All right, Deeps, I just added you as a friend. Go ahead and accept that. There he is. Deeps, I am sending you a number. Type it back to me in the YouTube chat exactly as I just sent it to you to verify that it's actually you. $16.40. Delivered, doctor. Thanks for playing. All right. 35 seconds out. From the close, a big bar 37. I'm all 37. Copy trader engaged. Get a little lower. I like to see that 37. Small little bar here. Get that stop limit sell ready. Come on, 37 fade. There you go. Place that guy there. See if he can give us a fill, and it will. Suck risk up. Very, very small signal bar. So just a little guy here. All right. Tremendous! ATR is 27. So let's see what we can get here out of this little short. There you go, Bears. Now let's see how this one kind of develops. I may just look to take the stop hunt on this trade. Which obviously, pretty sizably would increase the reward to risk and then lowers the probability. Which it baffles me that people still don't understand that math. So there's really not a whole lot that I gotta do here except let this baby sit. Only got 20 points of risk on, so let's just see if the Bears can give that one to us. ATR here 29, by the way. Reward to risk here. Damn near 2 to 1. right, Bears. Let's work this out here. Jesus. All right, let's see here. Bulls, what you got? All right, Bar 40. Now would be a great time to dump this baby 150 points. That would be beautiful. ATR 26. Kind of getting down there, huh? All right, we'll cut that little guy and move on. See if we get another shot down there at 25. Oh no, now with the wick low of 38. Let's take it as it comes. we really need right now is a volatility bump. Someone hand Trump his iPhone. Oh man, we're struggling to break 20 on the on the range of these bars, dude. It is. Been about a month or two since we've seen this. All right. All right, let's hit another giveaway. I'm going to use the same entry. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to use? I'm just going to use the full-blown chat. We don't have time to do more entries. We just got to get these in the hands of the people. Ready? Let's do it. Whoever I land on, if you're not here, tough shit, homeboy. Let's see. A little more recent message heavy. Who's the winner? Oh, this is the entries previously. Hey, Sprat, you here? You here, Sprat? I need a yes or no inside of 60 seconds. Sprat is our winner if they're still here. All right, bulls. Sprat is here. Sprat, free Discord, daily discussion channel. Say what's up. It's Sprat, and I will add you as a friend and deliver your account. All right, minute 35 out here. This is bar 41. Obviously, with the wick high at 30, I'm gonna have to wait for 42. Sprat, I have added you. You're not accepting friend requests. All right, Sprat, you got to open up your friend requests. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do it. Otherwise, your account is going to somebody else. All right, let's see what 42 brings us here. Sprat, big dog, you got about 60 seconds to open up that friend list. You got to start accepting friend requests on Discord. You're blocked from doing it. I'm all 42. See if the bulls can step in and do something for us here. All right, 245 out. Sprat, last chance, homeboy. Google how to open friend list on Discord. That's all you gotta do. Man, I'm trying to deliver the packages. People are blocking their front porch. Come on, 42. Minute 35 out. There you go, Sprat. I added you as a friend, Sprat. Accept it. Yeah, old school, I know. It's been that way for years. All right, Sprat, I sent you a number right now on Discord. Type it back to me exactly as is here in the YouTube chat. By the way, 35 seconds out here from the close. 42. Zero 175. There you go, Sprat. Delivered. Enjoy. All right, 2 minutes out. The close of 43. You know, even when the market's not necessarily cooperating, I'm fucking having a good time, man. I'm loving this shit. Minute 50 out. I'm all 43. Well, big old doji on, on bar 43, man. Let's see if 44 can do something a little bit more decisive here. Okay, so for Apex, I plug in Rhythmic to NinjaTrader. So Rhythmic is the data feed. I use Ninja to actually execute the trades. And then for any other prop firm, I'm doing the same, but swap out Rhythmic for Tradeovate. Huh. Oh, goodness! Come on now, 44! Well, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Usually when I pull this out, 50% of the time works every time. Be right back. Welcome back. Not a single world leader is answering their fucking phone today. So we can't even get some volatility. I guess they're hanging us traders out to dry. ATR down below 25, down to 24. That's not tremendous. But we're loving it. Gotta stay positive, man. What else we got? All right, hey, by the way, if you have not yet, please press the like button. Helps out tremendously. And if you do, we'll give away another account here. All right, so I'm just going to use the chat. Ready? See, this is why you want to be active in the chat. The most active people have a higher probability of winning. Modern Myth! You here? Or did you leave? What's up, Joaquin? We here? Ooh, they're here. All right. All right. Free Discord, daily discussions say, what's up? Deliver me my shit. If you're new here, by the way, and you don't know what's going on, Joaquin just won, hope I'm saying that right, just won a free any size Apex eval. Come on, 47. Hey, Joe, are we the same guy? That's you, right? Sometimes when people's names don't line up between Discord and YouTube chat, you gotta understand it's kind of confusing for me. Come on, 47, let's see what we get. Yeah, I thought so, that is you. All right, I added you. Go ahead and accept that friend request. And I just typed a number with an added little slash on accident. Type that back to me here in the YouTube chat. Three minutes, 15 seconds out, by the way, from the close of 47. 2847, big dog. Delivered. Free, any size, Apex eval. Thanks for playing. Always good when a regular wins. All right, 2.5 minutes out here. Let's see how 47 closes up. Minute 50. Come on, 47. Get down. All right, 40 seconds out. Nothing. Nothing on 47. So we watch 48. Come on, 48. 15 seconds till we get to close here. And then I suppose we got to keep an eye on 49, huh? Four minutes. Come on, 49. Man, ATR 23. Is there a low end to ATR? Where you say it isn't worth it or no? Yeah, when ATR, during the New York session, I mean, it's got to be pretty low. If the ATR is below like 10, we've got problems. It just gets much, much more difficult to do anything worthwhile. When ATR is beneath 20, it's getting to that point, but it's still workable. 24 is definitely lower than we've seen, than we've been used to, but, you know, 24 is fine. It's not ideal. I'd much rather it's, 65. But we can work with 24. All right, we got 2 minutes, 10 seconds here till Big Bar 49 closes up. Let's see what it brings. I'm gonna tell you guys here on bar 49, I am interested, but only if we can get a close reasonably above the wick high of 30. Joe, all right, brother. We'll see you with 80 fundeds next week across 6 different prop firms. Come on, Big Bar 49. Well, hang on. I better pop over to the execution screen. Go ahead, get that copy trader engaged. Put out a stop limit buy. Probably to not be able to use it. Let's see. Do we get a last second adjustment? 10 seconds. I need to close up above where my cursor is. Gotta see it pop. No chance. No trade. Well, all right, guys. Hey, I gotta hit lunch at some point, man. I'm sitting here hungry, getting behind. So I'll tell you guys what, I'm gonna hit lunch. If you have not yet, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next week for Midas Monday, where ATR is gonna boot off at about 76 to make up for this week. All right, guys. Hey, rest up this weekend. Do your job this weekend. Your job is not to tweak on the floor in cold sweats because you're a trading addict. I get it. I get it. Your job is to rest up and be ready so we can try to produce in the very real possibility that the market's pretty good next week. So hopefully, let's hope for that. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for a big old volatile Midas Monday. We'll do some more giveaways maybe on Monday. And rest up. All right, guys, I'm off to lunch. See you guys soon. Have a good weekend. Enjoy.